Okay, this is Jeremy, Jeeps Unlimited. Just gonna do a quick frame video of this guy, and I actually was planning on filming this before we painted it, but my guy didn't understand that, and I got here today and it was painted. So it's a nice freshly painted frame for you. But nonetheless, I'll still go through it like I normally do, and show you exactly what you're receiving. So first off, there's your overall frame, and you can see down this way, nice and straight. You'll notice the two motor mounts offset. That's supposed to be how they are. This Jeep came in running and driving. It was clean, no accidents, rust free, etc., etc. So there is some scaling on the surface, but that's pretty common on these. As far as rust or cancer goes, this thing is perfect. Definitely grade A quality. Your scaling is always going to be in usually your areas where the mud and stuff kind of sits on top of the frame, where it's not easy clean out areas, and that's going to be, you can see a little bit right here, a little bit here, and up through here. Actually, this thing normally is pretty much always got a ton of scaling on it, but this one's actually in really good shape. You can see the bare metal there, as smooth as it is. There's a couple areas where the bushings sit and whatnot in the corners in here, but inside and outside the frame, you can probably not see very well, but you can run your finger through the bottom of these here, and it's nice and smooth inside, like it should be. Actually, it's extremely smooth inside. So probably one of the better frames we've had out here by a long shot. So all these areas you can see nice smooth throughout here, all the way down side here. Again, nice smooth on the bottom of here. All the mounts there, nothing, nothing here. This one's actually in really good shape here. The tops here are just, they're just where the weld is. There's really nothing there. This one's got some scaling on it here, but again, it's all surface. There, this is all structure. There's no. The biggest thing you look for on these, scaling is common, but what you don't want to see is like, chunks of steel pulling out of this. So although it looks rough, a little bit of sanding, if you wanted to get that off, you could do that. Although if it was me, I'd probably just bolt it on the way it is, and whatnot. Going down the side here, same thing. Really good shape. A little bit up here, a little bit right there, and this side, everything, this is a very common area. This is all super nice and smooth through there. Absolutely no scaling or anything there. The front bar, real smooth. Not even here, look at that. I mean, that's super common to see. These areas love to rust out. This area here alone is one of my indicators when I'm looking over a frame when I haven't stripped it yet. I always look up underneath here just to see, because this would usually tell you a lot. If this is eating away a lot, this will tell you a lot about how integrity of a frame is inside and out. So all through here is nice and clean. Up through here, again, you got same kind of spots on this side as you did the other side, and whatnot. And usually this happens normally when there's something that sits on this. If the fender rested up against this and pinched a little moisture there, you'll get that, and whatnot. But as far as that goes, if you were to sandblast this frame, you could easily get this down to bare metal. But we used to do that, and it's just not something we do anymore. It costs, like, by the time you get sandblasted and powder coated, you're usually in it for another $800, and just people just didn't really like that. So that's that. I'm gonna lift it up in the air so you can see the underside of it as well. And let's see here. Hopefully we're not in gear. Neutral. So I took it off the pallet so I could get this thing really to show you everything. And the lighting's a little hard right now, but basically I'm running my finger up the underside of this. This is all smooth. There's absolutely no scaling or anything of concern anywhere on this thing. On this side here, your mounts here are perfect. There's no scaling inside or out here. This is all perfect here. This has got dirt that he didn't wash off. Obviously, you can see, pull that off there, or gum or something, I don't know. But nice and smooth. All there, that's all good. Up through here, again, all real nice, smooth. Perfect here, all through here. That's exactly what I want to see on these. This is another area I like to look at. There's very little scaling even underside here, which actually is is absolutely perfect through here. And the threads are all in good shape. There's no rust through here in that area. And then coming over here, exactly the same side. The threads are in perfect shape. The body is in good shape. There's no chunks missing. And then back up through here. Very common for frames like to rust in this area because the moisture gets trapped there with mud. And then if the salt gets in there, it just eats it right up. And then go in here, and again, this day is not great with our lighting, but you got some scaling underneath here, but again, no chunks, super solid, integrity is good. You know, nothing that I would be concerned about through here, and then all the way back underside and whatnot. So you'll be very pleased with this frame. There's absolutely no issues with it. And yeah, so if you've watched this video on YouTube, this one has a deposit on it, but doesn't mean we do get these in. We usually do have a kind of a back order on them. You can see all the frames over there. There's a huge pile of them, but in all those frames, there's no TJ frames. TJ frames are extremely hard to come by, and when you get one, especially in as good a shape as this is, you just grab it. Especially for guys in the Midwest, East Coast, because you won't find another frame out there unless somebody's dragged it out there from the south or from the west or the Rockies or something. We don't use the salt on our roads. That's why we get the frames like this out here. So anyway, my name's Jeremy. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, feel free to give us a shout. Good number for us is 303-666-9020. Again, 303-666-9020, and look forward to working with you. Thanks a lot.